MASH program is basically an internship for the whole hospital. You get to see different areas of the hospital and try different things and see and just get a feel for all the different medical areas of the hospital and see what you like.
I have been interested in healthcare ever since I was really small. When I was growing up, I always told my parents that I wanted to be a pediatrician.
Last year I had a really good experience. It was so much fun. I got to meet a lot of new people. And overall for me, I want to do it to see like what interests me more and like what I guess professions interest me and what I kind of want to do in the healthcare, because healthcare is something I know I want to do, but I'm not sure exactly what.
I've entered the MASH program because I'm really interested in the medical field, especially things to do with the heart and stuff like that.
I actually wanted to know about all the careers in the healthcare because I was interested of going into the healthcare as I grow up later on.
My older brother did it the first year they had it, and he said that it was a great experience and he learned a lot and he had a lot of fun.
Not yet. All we can see is us. Yeah. Okay. I know we're back. But
Okay.
oh my gosh, he just
See how she's seeing what she's looking right here. This is
A chance to play with the Da Vinci machine, which was an amazing machine that I've ever seen.
Well, it was really cool getting to use the Da Vinci machine. It's a really expensive tool, and I mean it was a little difficult to use, but it seems like it could be really useful in the work environment, and it was really exciting to get used to it, kind of like playing a video game.
I thought it was pretty cool to be able to control a robot because it kind of puts you in the shoes of a surgeon and kind of see what they do, and you actually felt like a healthcare worker, and it was fun. It was interesting. It's not every day you get to play with a machine like that.
Thumb and your middle finger, and you just do this, and then you see the robot over there doing exactly what you do. It's really cool.
To have this many people focusing on health careers is a big deal.
We're going to say TTA timeout mechanism is going to be a head-on collision, 18-wheeler versus car. Okay.
we look for pulses. Check for pulses. So where would we check for pulses at? Radial.
Cardiac.
Callie, you want to look for pulses? Do you know how to check for a pulse on a patient?
Here, right?
Radial. You can check for carotid, but look, he has a, and you can feel me touch. Feel me touch here. Squeeze my fingers. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, so he's got good muscular strength. He's got good circulation. He's moving everything forward. All right, so then
2, 3.
I'll let him roll up the, so we're gonna get the board off. We would typically have him stay, and then we're gonna check your back. Does that hurt when I touch?
Yes.
That hurts in your neck? What about your lower back?
No.
Okay. And then on 3, did you see them react? We want to see if they're reactive to light.
Head.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
CPR, that was, I've never done anything kind of like that, and it was very active and hands-on and stuff, and I really liked that about the CPR.
And that was fun, working with the mannequins experience and having a partner and stuff.
Well, CPR was good. I mean, I've never taken a CPR class before, and it was good to learn because I'm sure I'll be able to come into a situation like that eventually. And I feel a lot more better now that I know how to do it.
I guess just kind of the whole experience has been interesting. I think the most valuable thing I've learned would be the CPR because it can obviously come in handy.
Now, if I were to make this go like that, so they usually come like this, what would you do? And why would this not work? There you go. So all these matter, right?
Yesterday we had Dr. Mulgrew come and he showed us how to intubate a patient and everything, which I thought it was really cool. I was actually really interested in that.
That was really interesting. It looked really difficult. I mean, even when Dr. Mulgrew was doing it, and then when you actually get in there and try to do it, it's like, oh my goodness, where am I supposed to put this? There's so many places, and if you get it in the wrong one, you're in trouble.
And lo and behold, here we go.
Okay, deep breath in. And blast! Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Push it back in. And blast! Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Back in.
We have, in the city of Hot Springs, there's a paid fire department, and they have our pumpers and tankers. They carry their own water. They can use fire
A lot of times on frontal impact,
It seems like it'd be really hard to get someone out of that, and it probably takes a lot of time, and I'm sure they can do it a lot quicker than me because of all their training, but it seems like it'd be a great way to help somebody out and how to get them out safe and effectively. Oh, it was intense, and that sucker was heavier than pretty much anything I've ever lifted. It took all my strength to lift it up, but it was a lot of fun just getting to open it up and see what real firemen do and how they help save lives.
The sea train was actually really fun, just being able to go in there and try something new for the first time. I mean, at first it was really hard, like trying to sit there and get it going, but once you got the hang of it, it was actually pretty neat.
At first it was a little bit complicated, but then it got easier.
It was fun to learn. Mine weren't the best, but it's a cool skill.
And it's kind of difficult at first, but you get the hang of it.
So basically what the idea is, you now come around, and I'm going to need you to just put a finger right there and hold that. So then, yeah, I know, that's what I want to do. So then, just kind of. Oh, it'll be right. You lost. Do it that way, just make it
It doesn't?
I know you were you can't saw. Come on.
Shadowing.
Yeah. I mean, speakers, when they come, they tell us about their career and stuff. I mean, that really helps too. But when you're shadowing, you're like actually looking at what they do. So I think it's much more interesting than just sitting and listening to them.
I was in ICU a few days ago, and being around all of the critical patients that are like really sick, I got to go with a transport to CT and be involved in that and see how all that works. And I got to learn about what was going on with all the patients. I got to see the ventilator in use, and it was pretty cool.
I got to shadow with some of the other surgeons and watch stents get placed into some of the main arteries. I also got to watch people get filtered out for things such as pneumonia and how they solved that, and placed on life support as well, which was very intense. And I got to see how different machines were used, such as the lab and everything like that, and which was also really exciting to watch and see how everything is done.
Labor and delivery was cool, and me and one other student got to actually see a delivery. That was kind of cool.
I really enjoyed the ICU and, you know, being able to sit there, and even though they're very critical patients, just being able to, you know, help out. And rehab, that's been kind of good too, you know, helping them and seeing them progress every day and see them, you know, have such big smiles on their faces. And then also whenever I went to go see Dr. Morgan go into somebody's lung and pull out little pieces of the lung and of a tumor, that was pretty cool to me.
It's just like a variety of patients that come in, so it's not like the same old thing the whole time. Well, yesterday I was in labor and delivery, which I really liked it. I got to see a delivery. So yeah, it was amazing. It was just awesome. I was a little scared because, you know, I mean, that was my first time, so I was like, hopefully I won't faint or anything, but it was good. I liked it.
It was pretty neat because at first, I mean, that lady made it seem like it was easy. She pushed 4 times with the nurse and then 2 times with the doctor, and that baby came flying out. And I was like, that doesn't happen all the time. And, you know, they're sitting there explaining it to me about how it usually isn't that easy, but
The nursery, the emergency room, which was my favorite, and I've been to 2 West, which is pediatrics and inpatient, and the laboratory and pharmacy.
My favorite place to shadow is the emergency department because there's always something going on and you never know what's going to come through the door.
Well, the last time I was in there, they came in giving chest compressions to a guy who was in, I guess, something was wrong with his heart, and the doctor actually looked at me and told me to put on some gloves, and I had to do CPR, which kind of freaked me out at first, but it was a really good experience that I will never forget.
I liked to go see all the different professions, and I also liked going to Child Advocacy Center. I thought that was really cool, just like what they do over there.
The MASH program is just, it's showing me so many different avenues I can go down. It's really cool.
It's so much fun. If I had to give any advice, like for anyone wanting to do it, go for it. It's so much fun, and it opens your eyes to a lot of different things.
I mean, I think it's a good program if you're interested in the healthcare, and I think kids should do it. It's very helpful, and you get to learn a lot.
it's given me a lot of experience in different departments, and it's actually helping me narrow down my decision on exactly what I want to do.